Ever wondered how vaccines work, or why they are so crucial in our fight against diseases? Welcome to the fascinating world of vaccines, a scientific marvel that has revolutionized the field of medicine and saved countless lives. Vaccines are our invisible armor, our secret weapon against a vast army of disease-causing organisms. They are our body's trainers, preparing our immune system for a battle that may never come. But when it does, our body is ready, armed, and poised for victory. In the war against diseases, vaccines are our strongest allies. They have helped us eradicate diseases that once swept across nations, claiming lives in their wake. Smallpox, a disease that killed millions, is now a thing of the past, thanks to the power of vaccines. Polio, once a dreaded disease causing paralysis and death, is now on the brink of eradication. Vaccines are not just about protecting individuals, they are about safeguarding communities, societies, and entire nations. When a significant part of the population gets vaccinated, we create a fortress of immunity, a barrier that prevents the disease from spreading. This is what we call herd immunity, a collective defense that shields even those who can't get vaccinated due to various reasons. Yet vaccines are often misunderstood. They are surrounded by myths and misconceptions, creating hesitancy and fear. But the truth is, vaccines are one of the safest and most effective tools we have in the fight against diseases. They undergo rigorous testing and monitoring, ensuring their safety and efficacy. But how did we come to discover this powerful tool? How does a vaccine teach our body to fight off an enemy it has never encountered before? The story of vaccines is as fascinating as the science behind them. It's a tale of curiosity, persistence, and brilliant minds working together to solve one of humanity's greatest challenges. To unravel this mystery, we first need to journey back to the time when vaccines were first discovered. So, are you ready to embark on this enlightening journey into the world of vaccines? The story of vaccines begins in the 18th century with a man named Edward Jenner. This English physician, born in the small town of Berkeley, would forever change the face of medicine with a discovery that could only be described as revolutionary. Jenner's journey began with an observation. He noticed that milkmaids who had contracted cowpox, a disease similar to smallpox but much less severe, seemed to be immune to the devastating effects of smallpox. This piqued his curiosity. Was it possible that the cowpox virus was providing these milkmaids with protection against smallpox? To test his theory, Jenner conducted an experiment in the year 1796. He injected a boy with material taken from a cowpox sore. After the boy recovered from a mild bout of cowpox, Jenner exposed him to smallpox. To his delight, the boy did not fall ill. Jenner had proven that exposure to cowpox could indeed protect against smallpox. This was the birth of the world's first vaccine. Jenner coined the term vaccination from the Latin word vaccinus, which means of or from the cow. His work laid the foundation for the science of immunology, the study of the immune system. Jenner's discovery was nothing short of miraculous. Smallpox was a deadly disease that claimed millions of lives. The vaccine Jenner developed not only protected individuals from smallpox, but it also paved the way for the eradication of the disease. In 1980, the World Health Organization declared smallpox eradicated, a feat made possible by Jenner's groundbreaking work. The concept of vaccination that Jenner introduced has since been used to develop vaccines against numerous diseases, transforming the medical world and saving countless lives. Vaccines have become one of the most effective tools in preventing disease, a testament to the power of Jenner's initial discovery. Thus, the era of vaccination began, promising a new ray of hope in the fight against diseases. Edward Jenner's pioneering work continues to inspire scientists today, reminding us of the potential within us all to change the world for the better. But how do these vaccines work? What magic do they perform that helps our body fight off dangerous diseases? Well, let's dive into the fascinating science behind vaccines. Vaccines are essentially a form of biological wizardry. They work by training our immune system, our body's natural defense against disease, to recognize and combat pathogens such as bacteria or viruses. But how do they do this? Imagine our immune system as an elite team of soldiers. Now, these soldiers are incredibly skilled, but they need to know what they're fighting against to be effective. This is where vaccines come in. They introduce a harmless version of the enemy, which could be a weakened or dead form of the disease-causing pathogen, or even a piece of it. This harmless version is like a wanted poster, showing our immune system what the enemy looks like. It's not strong enough to cause the actual disease, but it's enough to get the attention of our immune system. Our immune system then swings into action, producing white blood cells to fight off this intruder. Some of these cells, called memory cells, stick around even after the threat has been eliminated. They remember this invader and how to defeat it. So if the real disease-causing pathogen ever invades our body, these memory cells are ready to fight it off, often before we even show symptoms. This process is what we call immunity. Vaccines essentially give our immune system a practice run at fighting off a disease, without exposing it to the risk of the actual disease. They equip our immune system with the knowledge and experience it needs to successfully defend our body when it encounters the real pathogen. It's like rehearsing for a play. The actors practice their lines and movements over and over again, so when the curtain rises on opening night, they know exactly what to do. In the same way, vaccines help our immune system rehearse for its big moment, when it needs to protect us from a potentially harmful disease. So, vaccines are like a training session for our immune system, preparing it to fight the actual disease. From Jenner's smallpox vaccine, we have come a long way, with vaccines now available for a wide range of diseases. The journey of vaccines through time is a remarkable story of scientific advancement and human resilience. As we journey from the rudimentary methods of the past into the present day, we see a landscape filled with vaccines that are more efficient, effective, and targeted than ever before. Let's take a moment to appreciate the marvel of modern-day vaccines. These are not just shields against diseases, they are sophisticated tools of medical science. And the crown jewel of this contemporary era? mRNA vaccines, a revolutionary technology that has been propelled into the limelight by the COVID-19 pandemic. mRNA vaccines, such as those developed for COVID-19, employ a novel approach. Instead of introducing a weakened or inactivated germ into our bodies, mRNA vaccines give our cells the instructions to produce a protein, or even just a piece of a protein, that triggers an immune response. This methodology has proven to be a game changer, offering a new model for rapid vaccine development in the face of emerging diseases. But let's not forget about the other heroes in our modern vaccine arsenal. There are vaccines for measles, mumps, and rubella, vaccines for hepatitis, and vaccines for human papillomavirus, or HPV. Each of these has played a pivotal role in controlling, and in some cases, eradicating deadly diseases. The World Health Organization estimates that vaccines save between 2 and 3 million lives every year. That's not just a statistic, it's a testament to the power of vaccines. Without a doubt, the landscape of vaccines is ever evolving, with researchers across the globe continuously working on newer and even more effective vaccines. The goal remains the same as it was in Jenner's time, to protect human life from the threat of disease. But the tools we have at our disposal are more powerful than ever. The evolution of vaccines has been a testament to human ingenuity in the face of adversity. As we move forward, armed with the knowledge and tools we've gained, we can look to a future where diseases are less of a threat, thanks to the power of vaccines. Vaccines have saved countless lives, but their impact extends beyond just preventing diseases. Imagine a world where every common cold could escalate into a life-threatening illness, where a simple cut could lead to a deadly infection. That was the reality before vaccines. These medical marvels have not only averted potential health crises, but have also fortified our societies in ways we often overlook. Firstly, vaccines halt the spread of diseases. They create a barrier of immunity that shields us all, especially the most vulnerable among us: the young, the elderly, and those with weakened immune systems. This concept is often referred to as herd immunity. It's like a protective bubble that keeps diseases at bay, ensuring we can live, work, and interact without the constant fear of falling ill. Vaccines also drastically reduce healthcare costs. When people are protected against diseases, they are less likely to need medical treatment, which leads to fewer hospital visits and lower healthcare spending. This saving can then be redirected to other crucial areas of public health or social services, benefiting the population as a whole. Beyond health, vaccines play a critical role in our economies. They keep us healthy, which means we can go to school, go to work, and contribute to our communities. When people are healthy, they can focus on their careers, education, and innovation, driving economic growth and prosperity. However, despite the clear benefits, misconceptions about vaccines persist. You might have heard claims of vaccines causing more harm than good, but remember, vaccines undergo rigorous testing and monitoring to ensure their safety and effectiveness. The benefits of vaccination far outweigh the potential risks. Vaccines are not just about protecting one person, they are about safeguarding our communities, our economies, and our future. It's a collective effort. Every person vaccinated strengthens the shield of protection for everyone else. In the fight against diseases, vaccines are our most effective weapon, protecting not just individuals but communities and economies. Vaccines are the unsung heroes of modern medicine, and their power cannot be underestimated.